Libra Collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and Cross Watchers. Welcome to our Timeless Chakra Reading. I am your reader, Angelo, Lyons, Venus in Libra. Angelo, Lyons, Mal for short. Professional witch, professional intuitive, president of Drawing the Circle Productions. Since 1998, 25 years in service. At the time of this timeless recording, I am the author of Words of Grace from a Professional Witch. There is a Kindle version available. There's a link in the description box, and it's broken down into chakra chapters, and this is a chakra read. That's why I always mention it. The Kindle version is lovely. It is pristine, it is balanced, it is clear, it is just so very IKEA compared to the original version on Patreon, patreon.com/Drawing the Circle Productions. Seriously, it is a Fellini film fest compared to the Kindle version, and some of my subscribers get that on my membership-only subscription platform that I love so much. But all of my subscribers, regardless of level of subscription, get 3 benefits in common. Number 1, they get all the extended readings, the part 2s to the part 1s here on YouTube. They're all relationship, soul contract-based stuff, and they're long. They are juggernauts, and they're very, very detailed. I am a Virgo sun sign. You gotta figure. They also get a daily check-in with me every morning, an unlisted YouTube live stream link so they can chat with me about the day's astrological weather, the magical applications, the spiritual implications, always ending with a prayer of blessing, something to send us on our way. Best way ever for me to start my day, considering what I do for a living. And they also get an extensive, let's say a significant discount on private sessions with me. We'll talk about that at the end of the video when I release the Libra Collective, and usually let the goofy let loose. But I love it. I love it over there. I highly recommend Patreon to any creative types. At the moment, we have access on Patreon to 7-day free trials. I just added another one today at the time of this timeless recording. So far, I've got Seeker and Human, the first 2 out of the 8. So you want to check it out. Daily check-ins, extended readings, and all of that. Not the significant discount. That's for full-time subscribers, or at least, do it for a month. $3 is a Seeker, $20 is a God Goddess. All of them get the same benefits, so click the link, check it out, and come Patreon on Patreon, because I love it. It's the coolest thing I've ever done. My work, career, vocation as a healer, a spiritual counselor, and all that jazz. So come Patreon on Patreon, because I'm the Archangel of Lions, Angelo Lion. But you can call me Mal. Hi, I love that new music so much. Feeling good. And this is my last reading for the day. So I'm going to leave it on, well, I would say the dance floor, but it's my dining room table. Let's do this. A little explanation for the new Libras and the Cross Watchers, and then we'll get into the divination. If you are new, I use the 8 chakra system that I learned from a wonderful, magnificent book called Anatomy of the Spirit by Caroline Myss, MYSS. She's a PhD. We're using her archetype card, at least one of them. In this 10-card spread, we are going to get 3 Mythic Tarot for the lower 3 chakras, root, sacrum, solar plexus, and we're getting 4 Daughters of the Moon Tarot for the heart, throat, third eye, crown, the masculine yang, the feminine yin, with a Caroline Myss archetype card for the 8th chakra. That's what I mean, the 8th chakra system. Giving us an indication of what needs to be healed, the alchemy that needs to be done, from shadow to light, lead to gold, pain to peace, toxic to healthy, fear to love, because that, as we start doing that, it shifts all the electromagnetic dynamics and all the other chakras, and of course it's going to affect our healing, and as well as we can affect our healing by doing the chakra work, the energy and all of that. That's only 8. We do get a 9th card, one from the chakra reading cards by Rachel Sharman, Rockpool Publishing, to give us an indication. This does use the 9 chakra system, the Earth star under the surface of the planet below our feet. And of course, why not a Matt Kahn healing mantra to bring it all together and to, you know, bring a little more specifics perhaps to a general read, because it is a general read. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Check your other signs. I see in my own readings here that my sun, my moon, my rising, my Venus never have the same chakras. I think it maybe happened once, which is helpful. Saves time, I guess. 2 for 1. And cross-watchers, you have the opportunity to look into maybe someone you care for here, right? Worried about them and maybe concerned, so that you can get some sympathy, some empathy, some understanding, and some insight into what they are going through. And perhaps with the affirmation that comes with the chakra card or the healing mantra, you could do something, some prayers, some meditation, some something to help us. And you'd be helping all of the Libra collective do that, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, including me. So thank you in advance if you do it. So I guess that's about it for explanation. Let's get into the divination. I shift from explanation to divination in the still point. Lovely 2-word spell my guides gave me a couple of years ago. And if you think about it, the center of the scale for Libra is the still point that does not move. Everything else goes like this. So that's fine. Both feet on the floor if you can. Focus on your breath if you will. And I will do my best to get anyone the clarity, guidance, and grace they need to alchemize their shadow to light, lead to gold, pain to peace, align their chakras, heal, grow, learn, evolve, be the best that they can be, and shift to a more golden timeline, a happier, healthier, wealthier, wiser lifetime, and taking everyone else with them too, or at least those quantum versions of themselves. So I guess that's about it. Let's make that shift in the still point, shall we? Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. God's override. Using the Mythic Tarot by Juliet Sharman. I call upon my gods of air, my gods of Libra, my gods of the powers of the East. Please, gods of Cardinal, creative air of Libra. 7th house dynamic. 3 cards face down, root, sacrum, solar plexus for the Libra collective, us Libra collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers watching this video, receiving this reading, so we can align this, do some healing, and ride that golden timeline. What's going on in our root chakra, tribal power? What's going on in our second chakra, one-on-one relational power, money, sex, power, creativity, solar plexus, relationship to ourselves, and the world, personal power. We're going to get the next 4 face down as well. Daughters of the Moon Tarot, breathe. Still point. Goddesses override. As I call upon my beloved goddesses of air, my beloved goddesses of Libra, and my beloved goddesses of the East, please, beloved goddesses, that's a lot of beloved goddesses of Cardinal, creative air, 4 cards face down, heart, throat, third eye, and crown chakra for the Libra collective. Whoopsie, so I'm doing this with my eyes closed. Blind faith, blind trust, please. Heart chakra, emotional power. What's going on there for the Libra collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers? Dealing with the emotional power. Love is divine power, sacred truth. Throat chakra, spit, swallow, and chew. Willpower, choices and decisions. Third eye, mental power, definitely element of air. In there, Libra for the third eye, and the crown chakra, that's Svadhisthana, the 1,000-petaled lotus, the spiritual power, live in present time for this timeless chakra read. And this one we will turn face up for the 8th chakra. Hey, I'm doing symmetry as best I can. You try doing that. Virgo, Sun, Venus, and Libra. You want it symmetrical and balanced always. Good luck. Okay, here we go. The 8th chakra archetype. This is the big one. Please take a nice deep breath. still point. Pantheons override. As I call upon the collective pantheons of the divine, for the Libra collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers who are watching this reading, please, beloved ones, what is the dominant archetype in the 8th chakra, the soul power, sending down the codes so that we have the choice to no longer delay what cannot be prevented? Alchemizing, healing, our shadow to light, our lead to gold, our pain to peace, our toxic to healthy, our fear to love, our disease to ease, our enslavement to liberation, our fear to love. For this timeless chakra read. Woo, the eternal child. Yay. The eternal child is well, all archetypes are tricky because all archetypes are neutral. Oh, eternal child sounds nice. But written on this card is a lead attribute, a shadow attribute and a light attribute. I call the one on the bottom the lead, the one on the top the gold. There are 3 atoms in between those 2 elements on the periodic table. So since those atoms are matter, energy, however you want to look at it, probably both, equals MC squared, and all can't be created or destroyed, only changed, transformed, released, surrendered in the healing process. Now the child archetype, in and of itself, is a member of the survival family archetype. Everybody has the child, the victim, the saboteur, and the prostitute, but only the child archetype has sub-patterns, in this case the eternal child. There's the wounded child and the orphan child and the magical child and the nature child and the, on and on, the divine child. This one is Peter Pan. I won't grow up. Inability to grow up and be responsible. Extreme dependency on others for physical security. That may or may not be your experience, and it's fine for literal children, right? But it is that constant dependency, right? You can't survive without. It's a tricky one to do. It's the child that just will not grow up. Now, the light attribute, catch this, because I got this one. Determination to remain young in body, mind, and spirit. Ability to see things with fresh eyes. Every day. I'm going to be 55 years old, a couple of months at the time of this timeless recording. Yeah, I know I don't look at things. Oh. A little witchcraft and a lot of mysticism and a little rapid wrinkle repair and some of the mare go a long way. Look, regardless of sub-pattern, the child archetype is the guardian of innocence and safety. Because when we feel safe, we can see things with fresh eyes. Right? We're open to anything. We don't feel safe, we can go into all sorts of defensive mechanisms, right? The brat, right? We can tantrum. If you've ever watched an adult totally have a tantrum, that's the shadow child. Doesn't matter what archetype it's in, although it's nice, if you can pick it up, if you have the archetypal vision, particularly when it's in ourselves. So now you can have an archetype, a reason, a season, or a lifetime, except for Chronos archetypes, which are lifetime, womb to tomb, our entire lives, because we're always born children. Sacred Contracts, brilliant work, Carolyn Mace. But in this case in particular, there is something very healing about maintaining, a sense of youth and heart and spirit, and maybe even in body as we do this. So let's look at what's in the crown chakra. Strength. Love that. I mean, come on. That is radiant. That is courage, but spiritual courage. Major Arcana card like that is saying that the strength is spiritual right now. What's going on in the third eye? The Lovers? Are you kidding me? Aphrodite, sweet and flighty. Snuggling there in a see-through nightie. Life-changing decision, the card of the Lovers usually. It's not just a choice in the third eye, however. This can be the choice, the big decision between a truth and illusion. Now, just to back up a little bit, every chakra has a sacred truth according to Mace in Anatomy of the Spirit. Live in present time. Crown chakra. There's your strength. The still point. Yeah. Third eye, seek only truth, but the third eye can only see truth or illusion. The Sanskrit name for the third eye is Ajna, A-J-N-A. It means servant. So we have to be the masters, not let the servant become the master, because the mind can run a shit show. It can, particularly if there is a life-changing decision. The difference between a choice and a decision. Choice, I think I'll have another cup of coffee. That's a choice. Will have a consequence. Depending on the coffee, I suppose. Well, but it will have a consequence. Anyway, a decision is, nah, screw it. I'm throwing it all in. I'm giving up mysticism, and I'm going to go grow coffee beans. It's life-changing. I'm not doing that. I love to garden, but, you know, I don't need to go that far. Ooh, because here's why in the throat chakra, 4 cups. Now, 4 cups in this deck has the keyword sorrow written on it, all right? Maybe this is sorrow in the throat. I mean, I can relate to that to a certain extent. I just had a major loss in my life of a loved one. Not talking about it on camera because I'd rather not cry on camera now with the amount of mascara I got going on, so that you can see my eyelashes on camera. But 4 of cups, even at its lightest, is meh. Meh. I mean, she's weeping her eyes out, but she's weeping her eyes out at the shore, right? And the moon kind of crying with her, kind of doing that waxing and waning, although 4s are numbers of stability. In the throat chakra, this could make choices and decisions really, really hard, right? Because the emotions are there. Okay, so when you fall in love, you drop a brick on your foot, you barely notice it. Break up with somebody or someone breaks up with you, you drop a pebble on your foot, it's the end of the fucking world, right? It's like, ah! Our interpretation gets a little skewed, right? Magnified or reduced, depending on that. So, of course, if there's a big life-changing decision here, your upper 2 chakras, crown chakra and third eye, that seems to be the T, to at least bring that into alignment, and then you gotta kind of express, deal with, chew, spit, swallow, or chew on those 4 of cups. What's going on in the heart? Another choice card. In the heart chakra, 2 of flames. Mahue has certainly an indecisive card, but it's not so much you don't know what you want. It's just like you got the ace, you embraced the ace, and it's like, well, do I want to do it this way? Or do I want to do it this way? So we're looking at a choice in the heart, but one that the third eye is really experiencing as something life-changing, because we don't always know the consequences of what we think of as a choice. Can end up as a life-changing decision, and vice versa. I've made some I thought were life-changing decisions, and they weren't all that. They just weren't. They were just things I had to go through that didn't really change much. It happens. Now, remember, we're keeping this in context of the innocence of the child, right? But the eternal child, right? Determination. There is a determination to remain young in body, mind, and spirit, ability to see things with fresh eyes. So, I think if we're looking at fresh eyes, that eternal child really plugging into the spiritual mental power for air signs, probably a strategy worth at least contemplating, because contemplating and choosing right now is tricky in the throat. Certainly you may want to talk to somebody, communicate to someone in some way, because the heart might be like, well, but maybe conflicted, but not torn apart either. Solar plexus, what's going on here? All right. Now, pages I don't associate necessarily as people or signs. I know it's very not in vogue to do so. Page of Swords, messages coming in. Personal messages coming in. Now, this can be an email. This can be a bill. This could be anything, some form of element of air communication. Pages are messengers that deliver messages. Oh, how deep. But when it's solar plexus, considering what we have going on here in the element of air in the third eye, and to an extent the crown here, you may be receiving personal messages, perhaps in forms of synchronicity, things that will make sense to you personally, but probably not to anybody else around you. But let's see. Second chakra, one-on-one relationships. I get it. 3 of Wands. A solid foundation of fire. Now remember, we got the 2 of flames, 2 of fire. In the heart chakra, heart, third eye, crown. So you in the outside, you are pausing, right? You've got a solid foundation of fire. You know what you want. You know why you want it. Now, how long are you willing to wait? What are you willing to do in a one-on-one relationship? Now, second chakra, of course, can be a relationship to another person, but it can also be a relationship to money. Money is one energy field. We have an individual relation, a one-on-one relationship with money, with our own sexuality, with our creativity, which is very plugged into the solar plexus. So, you know, this could be about boundaries of loyalty. Where do your loyalties lie in this situation? Root chakra, 3 of Cups. That's nice. Now, 3 of Cups here in the Mythic Tarot Oh, you got 2 threes, 3 of wands in the sacrum, 3 of cups in the root. This is the marriage of Eros and Psyche, except she hadn't seen what he looked like yet. It's a long myth. It's not a long myth. It's a good myth, but different versions of it. Eros, is the god of romantic love, son of Aphrodite and Ares, was supposed to kill Psyche. Psyche, by the way, is the Greek word for both butterfly and soul, because Psyche was so pretty that other people were venerating her over Aphrodite, and she didn't like that, so she sent her son to go kill her. Well, pricked his finger on an arrow, one of his golden arrows, saw her, fell in love. But he wanted her to love her for him, not because everybody who looks at him falls in love. So she agreed to that, and they got married, and she doesn't know what he looks like. Now, do you take into consideration some online relationships and catfishing and all of that? That's a risk. So look, the innocence of the child here is really, really key, because that 3 of Cups need not necessarily be romantic relationship. In fact, root chakra is usually tribal relationships, 3 or more. So this could be family, this could be friends, this could be celebrating. But with the duplicate 3 that we have here in the root and in the sacrum, this feels good, but you might be considering how much time, how much energy, how much you're willing to wait to do that, because there are messages coming into the solar plexus that may be informing you on an intuitive gut level. So I would say really all 3 of the lower chakra voices are probably stable and valid, but nowhere near as, I would say, developed as, say, your third eye visionary, right? Creative intuition, mental power, your spiritual ability to take in inspiration for strength, and a strong inspiration that would, of course, need time to develop the courage, particularly if you're like, but not indecisive, but perhaps a little meh. If not, I don't feel like this as depressed, and I don't feel like heartbreak. The storm is the 5 in this deck, and that's more the tumultuous. This is more the waves of sedentary mourning, grief, perhaps, and the heart chakra, not quite sure. Not quite sure which choice to make on the inside. This could be, do I stay or do I go? Do I open my heart? Do I close it? And that could be temporary, right? Particularly if the child does not feel safe, if it's feeling sort of like down and depressed and doesn't want to play, right? But that innocence is key to this. The ability to see things with fresh eyes, I think, are on the table here, but I don't see it immediately. I do see messages, obviously, coming in the Page of Swords, but those could very much be solar plexus hits, too. Somebody says something and someone goes, meh. If my solar plexus says no, the answer is no. And if you, like, someone says, hey, come on, we're all gonna, it says, no. And they're like, come on, don't be a wuss. I'm like, if you make me go, I will take you down with me. Like, and then they're like, yeah, they know. I don't go against my gut. That's my honor code. That's my, what I'm willing to wait to feel things out, because it's like a kid looking both ways before they cross the street. Yay! No! No, okay. Did I just give you Muppet arms? Yes, I did. I just gave you Muppet arms. Let's try and get a little more specific here. With the chakra reading cards by Rachel Sharman, Rockpool Publishing. There's an affirmation that comes with this one. As I said, this deck is consecrated, if you like that word, I do like that word, to the higher selves of all involved. And obviously there are people involved here. I mean, I guess I could interpret this where this is a total solo gig. It definitely feels that way, Heart, Third Eye, Crown. With the 3 of Cups in the root and the 3 of Wands on the second, like, this could be like romantic marriage stuff, right? Dating, all that as well. And we are talking to Libras. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Higher selves. Override. As I call upon the higher selves of all involved. 5th dimension and above, 8th chakra and above. What is the guidance, the grace, the love, the wisdom, the power, and the oracle message that you have from the chakra reading cards for us Libra Collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers who are watching this video, receiving this reading. A clue, a tip, a hint, where to look, where to start, put a crystal on it or something. The chakra message to help us alchemize the eternal child from shadow to light, lead to gold, pain to peace, toxic to healthy, fear to love, strength in the crown, lovers in the third eye, 4 of cups in the throat, 2 of flames in the heart, page of swords, solar plexus, 3 of wands, sacrum, and 3 of cups root for this timeless chakra read. Mother Earth, the first card. Card number 1, Mother Earth. A gorgeous card. I have to. Yeah, this is the Earth Star Chakra. Look at this. Gorgeous. It's beautiful. I do love good. I don't work with decks that I'm not drawn to, but, you know, sometimes you gotta buy them and then find out. Fuck around and find out. So far I have not been guided to any clunkers along the way. Now, this one's a little long, but it does end with an affirmation, as I said, so. Well, obviously, I mean, we would say root chakra, but this is the Earth Star Chakra, the one under the ground. You have attracted this card into your life today to remind you to spend more time in nature. Oh, good. I can do that. Life these days can be quite fast-paced and busy, which can cause large amounts of stress and challenges. Mother Earth is calling you back to the womb, back to your core and your center. It is now time to reconnect to the flow of nature where everything is in a constant state of harmony and balance. If you've been feeling unsettled or disconnected lately, then it is definitely time to feel the earth under your feet and take some time to stop, breathe, and experience the natural energy from the earth. The earth is a living, breathing being. She is constantly offering an abundance of healing energies for you to connect to at any time. While we exist here on the planet, she is our mother, the one that nurtures, feeds, supports, grounds, and protects us at all times. By connecting deeply with her, you will be open to receive her powerful qualities, right? As we inherit from the mother, right? We inherit from our divine parentage. The earth supports every single step you take in life and is always there to catch you when you fall. You are being encouraged to take a moment in nature and tune into her heartbeat as you feel the love that she has to offer. It is now time to open and receive a blessing from the Divine Mother. Allow her energy to fill you up, refresh you, and wash away any fears or stress you have been holding at this time. You may have also called this card in today because you are currently working on healing issues you have with your own mother or yourself as a mother. And regardless of gender, we all have a divine feminine mother aspect to us. I don't have kids. I have cats and companies. It's still a creative process. Know that healing is here, and it is now time to open your hearts and receive the love of the earth. The affirmation, should you choose to repeat it, my heart beats as one with the healing vibration of Mother Earth. Because it's true, electromagnetically, that's true. Neat. Okay, I love this. So we've got an eternal child doing something with Mother Earth, and that's something we're going to get with our last card down the Macron Healing Mantra deck to help bring it all together. It's a healing mantra deck for a healing chakra read. And obviously I'm going to say that this is a healing and alignment that really is about not just the root chakra, but the foundation under that. So we're going to put that right there. And let's ask the Ascended Masters what the perfect healing mantra is for us. Last card down. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. As I call upon the Ascended Masters override. As I call upon the Ascended Masters of the General Assembly, please beloved ones, because you all know about healing, right? It comes with the gig. That's how you became Ascended Masters, right? Please, one card in clarity, the perfect healing mantra for us Libra Collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Suns, and Cross Watchers who are watching this video and drawn to this reading. What is the perfect healing mantra to help us grow, evolve, heal, alchemize our shadow to light, our lead to gold, our pain to peace, our toxic to healthy with the child, eternal child archetype in the 8th, strength in the crown, lovers in the 3rd eye, 4 of Cups, heart, 2 of flames, 4 of Cups, throat, 2 of flames, heart, definitely not ready to make that decision yet, that choice or decision, the 4 of Cups there, but the mind is playing with it, 2 of flames, feeling it out, Page of Swords in the solar plexus, 3 of Wands in the sacrum. Who is this about? What is this about? 3 of Cups in the root with the healing grace of the Earth Star Chakra. Please, beloved Ascended Masters, give it to us. What can we do to heal this? To bring it into alignment for a more golden timeline in this lifetime, in this Timeless Chakra Read. Illuminating the truth. I am willing to see things clearly no matter the outcome. Yeah. Oh my goodness gracious. One of my favorites. I mean, look, I call this my clairvoyant mantra because it means clear seeing. I'm willing to see things clearly no matter the outcome. This is great. Illuminating the truth. Was a really good one. I haven't done this one as much. I do them, I apply all the stuff, all my Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus stuff from my readings. It's like, well, it's cheaper than going to somebody else. I'm a reader. I should be able to read myself. And they work for me. Illuminating the truth. I am willing to see things clearly no matter the outcome. I've actually said that to people once they started. Excuse me, I'm willing to see things clearly no matter the outcome. Right between the 3rd eye. Just hit them with that. When the truth is illuminated, you are no longer willing to settle for opinions, but instead yearn for a direct reflection that can shift fear and apprehension to higher vibrations of acceptance, right? So maybe not the whole 9 yards from fear to love, but from that place of it's like, okay, I want a direct reflection because I am feeling fear and apprehensive, and I can accept that because I don't know what's going on. Just there, you give yourself a little extra breathing room and that child can relax. In the illumination of truth, it doesn't matter how much life gets inconvenienced or disrupted. Instead, the recognition of fact versus falsehood allows you to move past the shatterings of expectations and commune with the reality beyond the horizons of your ingrained ideas. So our ingrained ideas are things we picked up along the way. Most of them were baked in before you were even born, the genetic stuff, right? All them thought patterns create emotional complexities that don't get dealt with, go into the cell tissue. Oh, let's just pass it along, right? It's generational karma, ancestral, whatever you want to call it. So no matter what there's always a higher truth. There's always a larger picture. Always, right? And we think we know the grace of humility, first and last grace in my book, Words of Grace. Let me know that I do not know when I do not know, but I am willing to be shown, right? This mantra is ideal for recovering from betrayal, healing abandonment, and dealing with distrust. Now put that all in context of a child, right? A child feeling betrayed, a child feeling abandoned, and a child dealing with distrust. Well, I gotta say, that could affect somebody's choices and decisions as they go. What they will, what they won't, what they will, what they do, what they don't. All right. So, we are an eternal child illuminating the truth with Mother Earth. Amen. I'm so into that. Oh my God, I want to go to the beach. But I'm going to Gay Pride, New York City first. By the time this goes public, I think I'll be in the city by that point, or whatever. Doing things in advance so I get a few days off. Let's put this together in a blessed summation, a combination of a blessing and a summation, which is just fun for me to do, and all that healing energy and blessing moves through me to you all, and then you can pass it on to people, cross-watchers in particular. And after that is the end of the reading, and if you like, hang around. We'll see if there's any goofy left in my cell tissue, as well as we'll talk business if you like. Well, I like. Please take a nice deep breath. Pantheons. Override. As I call upon the collective pantheons of the divine for the Libra collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross-watchers who are watching this video and drawn to this reading, may we be blessed with all that we need to heal, to grow, to learn, to evolve, to be the best that we can be, alchemize our shadow to light, lead to gold, pain to peace, toxic to healthy, fear to love, with our determination to remain young in body, mind, and spirit, and embrace our ability to see things with new eyes. Illuminating the truth, because we are willing to see things clearly no matter the outcome, and there is great spiritual strength and courage for us here as a result. Non-verbal crown chakra, but as we're willing to see things clearly no matter the outcomes, we can make clearer decisions and see how life-changing this may be going in, and how important the decisions that we're chewing on here, because we may have some emotions, a little emotional phlegm in there clouding it, maybe not feeling so good, maybe not feeling maybe meh about some of these choices, as the heart sort of balances this heart's desire back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, with this choice that definitely is on the table here, and so that we can take the messages coming and going, right? Whether we're supposed to send one out or we receive one, a message from another person, an intuitive hit, a synchronicity, whatever it is, that we are able to process that and pay attention to how our solar plexus feels, so we don't violate our own boundaries, our own honor codes, that we do this honorably while we wait perhaps for ships to come in, or consider our loyalty, what we're willing to do, what we're willing to not do with or for another here. Money, sex, power, second chakra dynamic, because there is a solid foundation of emotion here, at least friendship, at least celebration. Three of Cups is rarely a negative card. It is make new friends, keep the old. One is silver, the other gold. As we anchor this all and receive our healing for and with our beloved Mother Earth, that we can stay grounded in the present moment, make the wisest, most loving, most empowering decisions for our healing, for the healing of each other, for the healing for our loved ones, and for the healing of all of life on planet Earth, bit by bit, step by step, illuminating the truth as we go, for the well-being of all, and with harm to none, as we will it. So let it be done. So would it be. So it is. Yay. Good read. I mean, good read. The only womp, if you want to call it a womp, is throat chakra. 4 Cups, but that could also say that we're making the choice to just kind of stay there, to chew on it for too long. Mileage may vary on that one, particularly if the message has not arrived or been sent yet. Just saying. So, illuminating the truth. That's the child. I don't know. What is that? I'm willing to see what happens no matter what happens, right? Right? They don't walk into a movie wanting to know how it ends, right? It's no, I'm willing to see things clearly no matter the outcome. And this whole world is a movie. All the world's a stage. It's men and women merely play, strutting and fretting there, blah, blah, blah. I slept with him. He was alright. British, though. I love him. Did you like the reading and the music? Thank you, Janet Grace. Hit the thumbs up. Help other Libras and cross-watchers find it. Want more of me on YouTube? You know what to do. Subscribe. Hit the notification bell, because I am going to be traveling next week. Or, right, this is timeless. This could be years from now. You're watching this. Gay Pride 2020, New York City 2023. And certainly come Patreon on Patreon. Honestly, just the coolest thing ever. And I love that they keep giving us new ways to reach out to people and do cool things. The 7-day trials. I don't know how many of those I'm going to make. I don't think all 8 levels. But right now, at the time of this timeless recording, we got Seeker and Human. Check it out. Daily check-ins, extended readings, extensive discounts. It's the coolest thing ever. And honestly, I have been doing private sessions with people for so many years. At the 25th anniversary of the company, May 21st, 2023, I upped my prices for the first time in 25 years in business. And it's on my website, drawingthecircle.com, in the store. You can click on readings, spiritual counseling. You'll see the different buttons to click. Explains it there in words, but I also did a video called Booking Private Sessions with Mal, which includes readings, spiritual counseling, the half-hour power, and hands-on healing should I ever go back to doing it. I just don't feel like packing up my massage table or renting space anymore. not into it right now. Don't feel right. Second chakra said no. But I love it. I've never turned anyone away because of finances ever. That's why I say it in the video like 3 or 4 times. Because where there's a witch, there's a way, and we can work it out. We can work it out. Life is very short, and there's no time for fussing and fighting, my friends. Wisdom of the Beatles, yeah. So, Mother Earth, get your feet on the ground, put your feet in the sand, go hug a tree, go breathe some flower air, whatever it is that you do. I will be doing that, but after Manhattan. Then I'll go to the Pines or something. So thank you so much for watching. I do believe in my Libras. They usually lead with their heart, 7th house, but they think it through first, and that's okay with me, and I'm trying to do the same. So you hang in there. Allow the innocence of that eternal child. Have fun, because you can fly, you can fly, you can fly. Yeah, little Peter Pan, a little Broadway for you there. Seriously, have a good one. Comment if you like, and reach out if you need. I'm here to help. Wish you all the very best and the very blessed. Heal, hail, farewell, and blessed, blessed be.